Welcome to Reay Art. My name's Teresa and today I'd like to talk about how to display your glass work. When I first started to look at how to display my work, I basically went and bought some of those plastic mobile phone holders from somewhere like Staples and just stood my plate up on one of those. The other thing that I did was I went and bought a cookery book holder because I thought it was quite ornate and quite attractive, and then again a dish could easily go inside here and stand up to display some of my work. However, when you're at home you may want to have something a little bit more permanent. So I came across these fantastic shelves from IKEA, in that they're actually picture shelves, and in the shelf, just sort of here, in about an inch or so in, there's actually a groove, and it's great for putting your piece of glass in the groove and then resting up against the back of the wall. That works fantastic as long as you've got a nice solid wall and it's not a wall where someone's going to bang the back of it and then your glass comes flying off. So just be careful that when you do purchase these, that you are looking at somewhere pretty solid that they're going to go. The other way you can display, which is very much the way galleries tend to display glass, is you can buy these chrome or stainless steel fixings, and they're like a bolt, but in the middle of the bolt, just here, there's a groove where the glass can slide through, and then you have like an Allen key and tighten it up so the glass isn't going anywhere and you can display it on the wall. The only thing with using something like this is glass likes light, and so you need to find a method to get the light behind your glass or in front and behind so that you can bring out the best of your particular piece. The other method, if you don't want to buy these bolts, as I call them, is that you can buy adjustable bails. And what these are, if I can move it around, you've got a clear plastic square with a groove in. So you screw your screw into the wall, and then that actually slots on to the screw. And then the other thing is, using quite good adhesive, you actually stick these to your particular piece of glass that you want to display. So I've looked on Warm Glass. Warm Glass again sells these, as well as the stainless steel or chrome bolts, and they've got a good write-up as being very sturdy and very strong. Another method is to go buy picture frames. Now, I tend to go for the box frame, because with the box frame, if you remove your piece of glass and you remove your backing board, you can actually put your glass in here, and then again, because of the way it's constructed, you get good light going through it. So they come in various different sizes. Hobbycraft's a great place to go and buy these from, and they're not too expensive. For example, the tiny little ones that I buy, they're only about £4 each. So it's a great way to start off displaying your work. This is a test piece, and what I did with this piece was I needed to make sure, and that's nice, an ant in there, very tasty. I needed to make sure that this piece that I was working on, this is a test of a large project that I did, I needed to make sure that it would work on that sort of size board, and also that when it was routed, that the piece of glass would fit. So that's another way that you can display your work, is to route a piece of wood, and you can get wood in all sorts and all sizes. For example, I have a very nice wood turner who makes my display box for me. And then what you do is you buy clear silicone and you silicone, using a silicone gun, your piece into your work. Some people do that, or other people, what they do is they just make the routed groove, they do it all the way through, and then your piece slides in, which means you can take it in or out. I prefer to have it siliconed because then I know it's not going anywhere. If you are displaying your glass in a gallery and you're rather worried about that piece of glass is a bit precarious and fragile, you can use what they call museum gel, and it's a, if I open this out, it's a bit like your blue tack. It's a clear gel. I'll show you. It's a clear gel like putty, and what you can do, as you can see here, what you can do is you take a dollop of it, you put it on the bottom of your glass, and you fix your glass to wherever you want it to be. Say for example it's on the plinth and you're concerned that somebody's going to lock it off, you can use this to affix your particular piece to the plinth so it doesn't get knocked off. Brilliant stuff, you can use it again and again, and I'd highly recommend it. If you are working with jewellery or making jewellery, then for example when I'm doing brooches, I buy these little brooch backs, or I buy these bails, which if I'm working with a pendant, you can stick them. There is a very good glue out there. It's used actually on aeroplanes. It's not coming off no matter what you do, so once it's on, that's it. It's stuck. So I hope that's giving you some food for thought, some ideas about what you can do with your glass pieces and how you can display them. And I'd like to say thank you for watching. Do come back, and look forward to having a chat next time. Take care. Bye.